you. God bless you. God bless you. We just gonna keep doing what we do because when my time is up, I'm moving on to the next chapter of my life. You know, Floyd is doing what he's doing, and we may never reach his pinnacle, but there's a lot of guys having great careers in between there, building legacies, making great livings, affecting people's lives, role models, you know, getting out of bad situations, and boxing gave him a better life. So I know Floyd set the bar high. Just appreciate that. But man, in between, there's a lot of good stuff going on. You know, my whole career, I've been the oddball. My whole career, I've been the guy that seemed to go the opposite direction of the crowd, and not intentionally. It's just the way that it's worked out. And one thing that I'm accepting at 31 years old is I'm not gonna look like everybody else. My career is not gonna be like everybody else's career. My legacy at the end of the day is not necessarily gonna look like everybody else. It's not gonna look like Floyd's. It's gonna look like Andre Ward's career, the way God wants it to look. And that's what's important. So you guys read a lot of stuff. Some of it is true, some of it isn't, some of it makes sense, some of it is educated, some of it isn't. At the end of the day, you're gonna always get an authentic Andre Ward. You're always gonna get an Andre Ward that gives his best. And you always gonna have realness when you see me fighting, when you talk to me in person, because that's the only way I know how to be. So thank you guys. I appreciate all the support. The Bay Area, man, I love you. And we showed out tonight, and I'm just thankful to be a part of this event.
Invest in your neighborhood. Invest in your neighborhood. Invest in your neighborhood. The government's not. The government's not.
For real though. Nocturnal creature, get a glimpse of the moon and start howling. Ain't a nigga alive and my stomach still right.
Ward coming back, right? And then you some experience in the Andre Ward gym with Virgil Hunter. So tell me, like what is that in his gym and his career and just that experience do for the Bay Area? Him coming back too as well.
Andre Ward, you know, he's sorely missed, man. Not just for the Bay Area, when we're talking about the Bay Area, but for boxing period, because he's a true champion. You know, and he's a true champion. He you know, he doesn't get all the knockouts, but you can follow what he hasn't lost amateur or pro in what
since he was 13.
Almost what he's 30 now, so almost 20 years.
Yeah.
You know, so. And for the Bay Area, it's perfect because the Bay Area is starting to pick up as far as boxing is going. You know, I've been to 3 or 4 fights, and there's 2 or 3 promoters that I heard of that are out here now. You know, one of them is he's strictly dealing with Hispanic Mexican fighters. You know, here that he's not putting anybody of color on. This is just what I hear. Then there's the 2 other guys who.
That ain't cool. He put people of color, but he ain't put his color on.
People of color, but not of African descent. Unless he gonna bring him in as an opponent, which hey, if you listening, man, I'm ready. I'm ready, man. Bring him out.
You ready to be the Hispanic killer?
Bring me on. Whatever. Bring me on. But so it's starting to pick up, and then. With Andre Ward, the only thing that's going to provide is more opportunities, and, more hope. For the Oakland kid, for the Richmond kid,
or even like Kareem, he's fighting on his undercard.
Yeah, that's opportunity. 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 If I'm ready and he continues to fight at the Oracle. That's an opportunity for me to get on. Tony Hirsch, who just won the WBO, I believe, from Oakland. I think he's supposed to be on that card too. No, he's not, because he has to defend his belt another time. But in previous Ward fights, he's been on the cards. Those are opportunities to move up. Without those opportunities, would he have the WBA or WBO right now? He probably wouldn't have it. So. Kareem as well. Kareem started, he had that draw at the Oracle, then he beat the dude at the Oracle. The next thing you know, he's on Friday. Then he knocked dude out on ESPN. Then,
when obviously got the NAB.
HBO too.
HBO. Yep. So he, it's the opportunity. So, with Ward coming back, it's pluses everywhere, because you get to watch pugilists at his best. You get to watch a native, which every time I watch him, I get inspired. I go to the gym and I get a little bit of extra something, no matter how tired I am. I get a little bit of extra something, and then also for the Bay Area, the opportunities in boxing, and you know, for those who, you know, again, you know, if we're able to, you know, have gyms everywhere, and then, you know, Andre Ward is able to come stop by and, you know, inspire somebody. You know?
And he also can help with that too.
Yeah,
you know, but
that's very true.
But you know, so because you sparred him, you know him.
I know him. He's
What is he like?
He's you know, just a little side story. I was just talking about this the other day. How I met Andre Ward. You know, I was at my first Golden Gloves.
Y'all was mugging each other?
Nah, it wasn't. It wasn't even like that, man. It was I'm not worried about him. You know, I didn't know who he was. You know, I just knew he was a boxer, and I'm focused on my fight because I'm fighting, you know, in an hour and a half. So, you know, I'm just sitting in the crowd and I see all the cameras following him around, and somebody like that's Andre Ward. You know, but you know, before the cameras even got to him, they set up. You know, I don't know if I sat, but I don't know how we came across each other, but we just started talking. It was just like, you know, just talking boxing. Then we started talking about Christianity, and it was like, and he's like, yeah, I'm finna go over there. I said, man, you gonna do fine, man. You finna go over there and come back with the gold. And he just, when I seen him the next time, I didn't think he remembered me. Hey, Rich, what's up? You know, so, and he came to one of my Golden Gloves fights the next year, and I was back there, you know, going through the routine, a little bit nervous, and he come. He said, hey, Rich, come here, man. Grab my gloves, and then we just start praying. That right there made me a fan of him, of Andre Ward, regardless of boxing. Regardless of what you do from this day forward, I'm a fan of who you are as a person. You know what I mean? You got my support, straight up.
You know something besides the boxing that him and Floyd Mayweather have in common? They born on the same day.
Oh, yeah.
February 24th. I'm on 22nd.
I did not know that. I didn't know that.
And Mayweather still is his favorite fighter.
I believe in. I tell them lies and I give them a few reasons. Hold on, I know and I that's what I still be breathing. Whether you talk with Allah or you walk with Jesus, you need this. So Jesus walks with you. This is what you want to do. Think about the angels that's protecting and guarding.
Invest in your neighborhood. Invest in your neighborhood. Invest in your neighborhood. The government's not. The government's not.